60 Minutes Overtime.
This week on 60 Minutes, we report on China's spies operating in the U.S. China's main spy agency, the Ministry of State Security, or MSS, is now the largest and most active spy agency in the world. The United States is its second biggest target. The first, China's own people, including those living abroad right here in the U.S.
Chinese people on foreign soil are a risk to the regime. And they are a risk because they could be plotting. It's happened before. They could be agents of the evil foreign power. They could be learning something that she doesn't want them to learn. And so they are seen as a risk, not as a threat, but as a risk.
Jim Lewis is a former U.S. diplomat whose direct experience with China's intelligence agencies spans more than 30 years. What are some ways that the MSS is keeping tabs on that Chinese diaspora, people living outside of China?
The first step is a Chinese app called WeChat that's a social network for Chinese people. It's in Chinese. It's hard to do things in China without access to it. And it's completely monitored with the cooperation of the owner by the Chinese state.
Do Chinese expats know that?
Yeah, everyone knows it. So monitoring your social media presence, monitoring your online postings, and then another sign of brazenness, Chinese agents who are among the student bodies and who pay attention to students. And I've had Chinese students tell me, I couldn't talk in class because the fellow sitting over there in the corner would report back.
We asked Jim Lewis how China's Ministry of State Security recruits its spies in the U.S.
Everyone uses the same techniques, which is sex, money, revenge, right? That's how agents are recruited. You're a disgruntled employee. You haven't been recognized. And someone comes along and flatters you and says you can pay them back. Or there's the old honeypot thing, honey trap thing. Money works like a charm. Everyone does that.
The Ministry of State Security last year released a propaganda video on China's largest social network, boasting that the MSS fights against evil. Is it an advertisement or is it more propaganda?
It's both. It's both an advertisement to recruit people, and it's an advertisement to warn people that if you fall afoul of us, we will come after you. The Chinese want to give this perception of they're largely present everywhere anymore. They also want to recruit people. Recruiting has changed. It used to be that you identified somebody on a campus and then you ask them. That's one way. All intelligence agencies have changed how they recruit. But the Chinese have this extra message, which is Uncle Xi is watching.
China's Ministry of State Security isn't the only agency sending a message through flashy videos. The CIA recently released its own videos to encourage Chinese nationals to spy for the U.S. The CIA last year also published a text-based video in Chinese that provided detailed, step-by-step guidance on how to safely get in touch with the agency online. The videos tap into the fear of China's Communist Party, especially for those who still have family living in China.
The Chinese, where they have an advantage is when the family lives at home, when the family's still in China. They have no compulsion about threatening the family. Work with us or the pliers go on grandma's nose, right? And I've talked to Chinese who now live overseas who've had experiences like that. The ability to blackmail people into being agents because of threats to their family is very powerful. And it's a tool denied to the West, but it's a tool that the Chinese are not at all bashful about using.
If you're a pro-democracy activist or a member of a group persecuted by the Chinese government, the reason this is harmful is pretty clear. But why should this matter to other Americans?
One of the precedents that I thought we had learned in the 1940s is that countries that don't respect their own citizens don't respect their neighbors. Fundamental rights are the basis of international security. And that doesn't mean it'll be easy, But that's why we have to care about this, because when they mistreat their own citizens, you're next.